If you're seeing this, then this is your permission, your reminder that you already have the answers. Okay, so I have been, oh my goodness. I'm like speechless. I'm speechless as to how fucking good life is once we completely, wholeheartedly live as we want to. Now, it's a process. There's a lot of undoing, unbecoming, unfucking tethering that we need to do, which is just in itself crazy, but it also makes sense because, like, that's the part of the whole human journey. If we just woke up when we were born and we had all the answers and we remembered everything we came here with and we knew what to do, like, it wouldn't be fun. We're all here to evolve and expand and experience and then express through this divine, sacred combination that only we are individually of human and the divine. Now, yes, we are all one, but we are all one collapsed into our own expression of consciousness. And this, you that is sitting here listening to me, is here today to know that you know. Now, let me go a little bit deeper. Okay, so where I was going with this before is that I have just been attracting without any effort, which is just so funny. Because, like, I've known the whole time how to do this, but, like, man, did I have some undoing to do. But anyways, here we are, right on time, divinely aligned, calling in, magnetizing the most incredible clients. You know who you are. Anyways, and I just, like, every call is just activating and inspiring me to a level of, like, I feel like I'm going to burst. So that's why I'm excited. I've started this, like, imperfectly perfect 111 days of YouTubing challenge for myself because it's giving me an outlet to just, like, bleh, without feeling like I have to fucking really know what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so today what's coming through is something that keeps coming through in my calls and in my channelings, is that we cannot think, force, focus our way into alignment. Alignment happens through being, through feeling, through experiencing in the now. Alignment, living aligned, isn't about just when everything is great, being present and happy. It's about being here now, no matter what is happening. And when we're in the lows, being there, accepting it, allowing it. It is our refusal, our blockage, our resistance to what is within us that stops us from being who we're here to be, because we have however fucking many years of conditioning, of bringing in beliefs and bullshit that isn't ours and holding on to it so tightly. And we're holding on to it by ignoring it, right? Because, okay, when we have beliefs about ourselves that are in any way doubting ourselves, shaming ourselves, blaming ourselves, guilting ourselves, neglecting ourselves, hating ourselves, did I say doubting ourselves? For a lot of us that are super powerful beings, fearing ourselves, fearing our truth, fearing our light. Like, just breathe right now into that truth, into whatever's activating in you, because I can feel it activating in you, right? And just just being with the truth of it, accepting, especially if you're someone that's here as a light worker, a spiritual being, in any way on an ascension journey where you're healing and helping others heal. I'm here to help you see your truth, but through that, reveal so that you can let go of your spiritual ego, because we all have it. And it's this part of us that feels like we have something we need to prove or do or achieve to be worthy of abundance, of happiness, of health, of success, whatever it is. And so our trying to prove turns into these, or is this like deeper seated, deeper rooted belief of inadequacy. And what then that will look like is perfectionism, is performing, is people pleasing, is doing anything that we can to get this validation, to fulfill this ego so that we can feel like then we are allowed to do whatever it is we want to do, right? We're looking for this permission, this validation. And for so many of us that are here, awakened, we look for it in doing for others before ourselves. And so where I'm going with this and where I started with this is this whole like, we can't force and think our way into alignment. So and I'm hoping that this gives you the ease and the clarity and some kind of break to just like let go a little bit of the pressure you've put on yourself, because this is what I'm seeing in my clients consistently is like hurting them, is causing these discomforts, causing physical manifestations of pain or just blocks and lack and all of the things that aren't working, because they're trying too hard to figure out what they need to fix so that they can be aligned and get what they want, live how they want to live, be successful, feel good, cure their health problems, have all the money in the world, whatever it is, you get to have it all. It's just that you have to choose to do it for you, as you. The divine is not going to compensate and reward you for putting yourself through suffering, through hurting yourself, through doubting yourself. It is going to give you enough to show you that there is a higher path, there is a higher timeline. It is going to bring awakenings and synchronicities and things to you to help you see what else there is and how good it could be. But it's up to you to show up. It's up to you in the now to feel, to be how you want to be the identity that you are divinely designed to be, which you know when you're being that because it's easy. It's effortless. There may be challenges, there may be resistance, but that's only because your unconscious doesn't know how to do that safely. So it's remembering in every moment that you are safe. You are safe within yourself. You always will be. You always have been. Because you are actually just a limitless being of love and light. That, yes, your physical human vessel being can be hurt, but the truth of you can't. And the pain that we feel most of the time is just because we're doing so much work to not feel what we think is wrong. what we think is wrong about us, what we think is wrong about the world, what we think is not good, right? Is not pleasurable. The one thing guaranteed that human beings will do is go towards pleasure and away from pain. So going into our feelings, being present when things are uncomfortable, allowing ourselves to reveal the places that we aren't free, it feels like pain, it feels like death. So we avoid going there. And what that then turns into is that fear, that pain, that doubt owning you. Not wanting to feel and reveal whatever is here for you in any moment is just stopping you from living present, alive, in the moment, expanding. So we just keep living the same lives, the same stories, the same patterns, maybe with different characters or more growth, but we're still keeping relearning them. And if you really want to stop learning the lessons you're done learning, it's up to you to choose to be a new identity, which means that you need to see that none of these beliefs that are working against you are real, and that the things that you're worried about aren't true. And the only reason that anything that you're worried about happens is because that's what you're focused on. That's what you're fixated on. If we're trying to fix a problem, if we're putting all of our effort into fixing something, changing something, then there has to be something to fix. So we're in this constant perpetual cycle of fixing ourselves, healing ourselves a little bit, and then seeing more problems, more issues, more reasons we aren't aligned, we aren't abundant, we can't just manifest what we want, whatever it is. We don't have the perfect partner, we don't have the perfect body, we don't have the perfect whatever. You have the perfect everything always. You are always perfect. You are always exactly where you need to be. I had a client ask me in a channeling session that I was just re-listening to, if they were on track. And of course, their higher self said, yes, you are always on track. You are always exactly where you're meant to be. It's just that in the being wherever you are, how you perceive it. So if you perceive it as hard, as challenging, that's what it's going to be. If you perceive it as a lesson, as an opportunity to growth, if you see it as easy and effortless, it's going to be whatever you perceive it to be. Everything is neutral. We give it meaning, and we give it meaning based in the lens of our life. We all see things differently, right? I constantly use my stepdad as an example when these conversations come up of like, he's a mechanic. All he thinks about all day, even though he's a retired mechanic, is cars. I mean, I'm sure he thinks of other things, but like that's the main thing. We've gone on road trips together and he's noticing the vehicles. I'm noticing the people, right? I am obsessed. If I have any obsession, any addiction, it is to human beings. It is to consciousness, it is to awareness, it is to quantum healing and physics. Anyways, it is to people and how we work in all ways, spiritually, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, all ways that a human being works, as well as like a divine being. That is my work, my obsession. It is all I have ever wanted to know about since I was born. But for other people, it's cars. And for other people, it's flowers, right? Whatever we're obsessed with, whatever we could just get lost in is what we're here for. And mine happens to be humans and magic, like the real stuff. Anyways, we are always exactly where we need to be. And when we stop resisting where we are, accept that everything is how it is, everything is how it's meant to be. And anything that isn't working for you right now in your current reality, it is up to you to stop making true, stop making a part of you. And you don't do that by ignoring it. You do it by accepting it, by allowing it, by seeing it, right? If you had a party and there was a bunch of your best friends, all people that were invited, and then a bunch of people showed up that were uninvited to this party and they've taken over your home. Would you ignore them? Would you shut them in the basement? No. You would acknowledge them. You could just get mad and not allow them, but you could acknowledge them, ask them why they're there, and tell them they're not welcome. Or maybe they'll surprise you and they're at the wrong party, but they're really cool people and they're going to expand the consciousness of the whole group, right? It's being conscious in the now, being aware of who's coming, who's showing up in your movie, who's coming to your party, are they welcome or not? And then having a loving conversation with yourself, with them, as to what is welcome and not. It's not ignoring it. It's not locking it up. It's not beating it down. It's not, having these thoughts and beliefs about yourself that then you use against yourself and beat yourself down about every day. That's not going to serve you. Neither is locking that feeling in the basement and just ignoring that it's there, right? It's accepting it for what it is, we'll go back to the party people. These people have entered your house. You're accepting that this has happened. We ask them why. We decide then if they are welcome there or if they just had something that we needed to learn from, and we say goodbye. Or we say, welcome to the party. Welcome to my new level of evolution. And we're constantly on this journey. But if you just keep living unconsciously and closing your eyes to what is right in front of you and what is within you, you're just going to keep recreating and manifesting the same things, or things that are going to come to wake you up over and over again to where you're not free. Anything that triggers you, anything that activates you is just here to show you where you aren't free. Anything that triggers you negatively is showing you where you're not free, where you're not safe. So maybe these people entering into your house are showing you where you aren't safe, right? Where you maybe need to lock your doors. Whatever it is, there is always a lesson in everything. But hopefully this analogy it's for someone. So clearly you, if it's hitting you. Anyways, back to the alignment thing. You are always exactly where you need to be. You are always manifesting something. You're always aligned with something. It's just that when we start to live super consciously, being in the now, focused on the dreams, the desires, the limitless possibilities, then we can see what is no longer in alignment, what is stopping and blocking us. And we don't, again, get into alignment through thinking. We get into it by feeling, by being in the now, feeling what's here, seeing what it's revealing, and choosing to do with that what we want to. Every single moment is an opportunity to live divinely aligned, to take the inspiration, the synchronicities, the magic, and the miracles that are always here, leading you to your dreams and desires. But if you sit there trying to think your way there, trying to plan out the perfect path, the perfect way, trying to figure out how you fix all your problems so that you can be worthy of what you want and then get it, I'm just going to tell you, it's not going to happen. It's just not. You can work your butt off and get a lot of things, but that lot of things, whether it's money, relationships, material things, whatever it is, isn't going to create inner happiness. Exterior things, material things, relationships, opportunities can all enhance our experience. But trust me, I've had things that people would die to have happen. And I have been in a state of so much worthlessness and doubt that I haven't felt worthy and I haven't received it. We have to choose ourselves. We have to do whatever we need. And I don't like saying have to, but like until you choose to cultivate a connection to yourself that you love so that you can create a life that you love, no amount of things is going to make you happy if you aren't happy with yourself. And I know in some worlds, it's 111. We did this yesterday too. That's interesting. For many levels, I'll go down a whole rabbit hole with that in another video. Anyways, that's a big number for me right now. 111. Anyways, if you watch yesterday's episode, if 111 just resonated with you, then I'm feeling called to tell you to watch yesterday's episode if you haven't, or maybe rewatch it. Back on track. I don't know where I was, but what I want to say is there is nothing more powerful than doing whatever work you need to do, and you will know what you need to do because it will call to you to cultivate self-love, no matter what is happening. There's a lot of fake self-love. Self-love is not just bubble baths, is not just taking yourself on a date or committing to meditating for 30 days. Now, those things may call to you and they may create a deeper connection and be pivotal catalysts of your awakening to yourself. But if you're just doing them, again, to check boxes, not going to say it's not going to help you. Every single thing is always for you and always helping you. But I'm here to make it very clear for you as to how easy it is to be you and how much you deserve to experience that bliss and happiness and power that you have. Because the power that you hold in your presence is a gift and a miracle that only you can give. And that doesn't come through force. It doesn't come through figuring anything out. It comes through being in the moment, receiving what you need through being honest and intimate with yourself, and then doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Doing whatever you want to do for you. I'm just trying to hear what else is coming through. What's coming through is that we are going to do a little channeling. So you don't have to, but I'm going to encourage you to close your eyes. The divine is really wanting to come through right now for you. So if you can close your eyes, you don't have to. Maybe come back again and do this with your eyes closed. You'll receive something totally different. If you can, placing one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. And just relaxing your shoulders. Focusing on your breath. Relaxing your forehead and the space between your brows. And no matter what you're doing, this is the most important part. Breathe fully. Inhaling into your belly through your nose. Fully releasing through your mouth. And doing this 3 full times. Just allowing yourself to connect to the divine. You can allow your hands to rest in your lap, your breath to be however feels best for you. Slow down. Slow down. You are not in a race. You're here on a journey to enjoy, to experience, and to express your truth. Your truth, which is always here to be heard, to be felt, to be known in the now. If you are seeking and searching and wanting to know your purpose here, it's that simple. Slow down, feel, breathe, be. That's it. And when you're here in the now, in all that ever matters, the answers will be there. You will know. You are always being guided. And yes, maybe in the past you felt like the guidance hasn't been clear or hasn't been there, or you feel like you've done it wrong. Any shame, any blame, any guilt that you're feeling is just hurting yourself, is holding you back. The past is the past. It doesn't exist. But everything before this moment, you get to perceive and alchemize as you want to, and turn it into whatever you choose to in the now. And that, one now moment at a time, will create your reality, which in your words turns into your future. But there is no past and there is no future. There's only now. And when you start to see that now is beautiful, that you can never be happier, healthier, more whole than you are now. But the more now moments you have that you live fully, that you love yourself completely, that you choose to be as you want to be, then every following moment expands on that. Whereas for so many of you, your moments are expanding from a place of limitation, from a place of fear, of lack, of worry. And you are hearing this now because it is time for you to expand from a place of love, of joy, of limitless bliss and happiness that you are just as worthy of as anyone else. Actually, more. You are the most worthy being in your world. So just relax. Slow down. Stop racing to get where you're never going to be, because you're always going to be here. And those moments that you're waiting for, the weekend, the vacation, the situation, the circumstance when things will be perfect and then you can enjoy, they're stealing your happiness now. And your happiness now is not meant to be traded for this belief that in the future it will be better. But when you truly see how good it can be now, you can't not then know and be excited for the future. But the future, when you live divinely aligned, the future then is beyond your wildest dreams. And for most of you, your current future is so fear-based. There is so much worry being manifested into this world due to fear of what may or will not happen. But you are hearing this because you are being called to anchor the light and the love and to be as you want to be now, bringing more fun, more freedom, more play, more joy, more bliss, more happiness. You're here to enliven the moments just by being present, knowing you have everything you need. And if in any way this is feeling overwhelming, know that that is just such a deep level of excitement that your unconscious ways, your self-conscious mind are just worried because they don't know how to make it happen. And here's the thing, they don't get to know. They don't get to know. Your super conscious self knows, but you only get to receive the way in the moment. And you receive that through feeling, through frequency, through energy. And that's why we speak all the time of being in the frequency of what you want to receive. If you're wishing and hoping and wanting for bliss and happiness and abundance and love and the perfect body and your soulmate and bank account full of money, but you're spending your days focused on the lack and the loneliness and trying to fix the problems and change and make things better, you're just creating that. Follow what feels good. Do what excites you. This world is constantly trying to ignite new magic, new miracles through you. All you have to do is follow what expands you. That's how we speak to you. Whatever is resonating for you through this channeling, through this call, through anything in your life currently, just follow it, especially the things that you don't know why they are. Those are the best ones. Those are your higher self trying to get you to come and play, in a way that you used to, from curiosity and wonder, before the world taught you that it has to be hard, that you need to hustle or struggle or suffer. Play, have fun, be free, and know that anything that is not working out for you is just us showing you where you aren't free. Allow it, accept it, and let it be. See it as not you. You are not your thoughts. You are not your beliefs. You're a divinity here having a human experience that you now get to do super consciously. Just bringing your awareness back to your breath. Again, consciously, fully breathing in and out of your belly, fully inhaling through your nose, fully exhaling through your mouth, and just allowing yourself to connect and recalibrate back to here and now, noticing and feeling whatever you've received. Receive the love, receive the light, receive the awakening. You are worthy. That is why you are hearing this. You get to know how good it gets to be by being it. by being the identity that you want to be, by being the conscious creator of your reality from a place of love, of limitless possibility. You are here to intimately know and feel and experience your truth, to enjoy and express your magic, and to expand your consciousness and see the limitless possibilities, to live your full potential, happy, whole, and present. In any moment, you have the opportunity to be divinely aligned, to listen and receive the truth. It will always feel good. It will always feel like love. And any excitement, follow that. Bringing your hands to your heart if you can. And just asking your heart right now, what is true for you in this moment? And just receiving whatever comes through. And what I am feeling and hearing called to tell you is that you are free. You have everything you need. Stop making it so hard. Have some fun. Pressing your hands together at the center of your chest if you want to. Bringing a smile to your face, excited for the magic and miracles on their way to you today in the most magical, unexpected ways. Receive them. Namaste. Thank you for being here with me today. That was so beautiful. I'm excited to re-listen. I feel the energy and the frequency. But the words, I'm too busy translating everything coming through. I just feel so much love and happiness right now. And I know that you're feeling that too. And any resistance, anything that is telling you whatever you received, whatever you heard isn't true, or you're not worthy, or it's too much work, or anything that doesn't just feel like elation right now for you and excitement to the unknown, is just your unconscious and your self-conscious sending up those red flags because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do with the excitement, and they might tell you that it's anxiety. It is not. It is just excitement. And anytime you feel like there's anxiousness, it's just because you need to do something. And you can either choose to do the things that you've done in the past, or you can choose to do what you're feeling called to now. So this message today that came through, to just summarize, is that you don't get to figure it out. You can't think and force and problem solve your way into alignment. There's just being here now, feeling and allowing whatever's here. You get to choose who's at your party. But if you keep the door open, you may get some surprises, and they're going to be good, and they're going to be scary, and they're going to be challenging, and you get to choose. But maybe notice who you're hiding in the basement. I don't know where this analogy is going. I don't choose what comes through. Anyways, that was for someone out there. But maybe let the people, the feelings, obviously, is what I'm talking about, but our unconscious works to reprograms through like analogies and memories, and our self-conscious likes knowledge. So when we think of this metaphor of a house, let's take this a little bit further to wrap up this call, but like think about it like this. Maybe in your basement you have a bunch of people trapped. It's just terrifying. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's what I'm seeing. And they want to leave. They want to leave. Those beliefs, the bullshit, the definitions, the stories, the conditioning that is just holding you back, that is cluttering up your basement. Because it's not like you don't know it's there, right? And maybe this is like a little bit of an extreme example, but we're going there. Anyways, like if you had a bunch of people locked in your basement, it's not like you're not going to know they're there, right? And you're most likely like feeding them and keeping them, there and alive. That's what we're doing with these feelings and emotions and beliefs that we keep playing on, that we're trying to ignore, but we're constantly being triggered and reminded that they're there. And all we got to do is open the door, allow them, see them, thank them for being what they've been, for showing them what they've shown you, and let them be free. Let them be free so that you can create space for new friends that you don't have to lock in the basement, because you're now choosing them from your from your consciousness. You're choosing them from being the identity that you want to be. So you're choosing the friends and the party people that you want there, that are aligned with you. So you don't have to lock them in the basement. And going forward, any people or feelings that you want to lock in the basement, you probably should just let go. Should probably just like leave out the front door. It's a better way. Okay. This has gotten weird, but hopefully it's helping your unconscious see that that's all you got to do is when because things are going to happen, even just through that channeling that just happened. You're going to start to become more conscious, more aware. There's no end to the amount of consciousness and awareness we can have. And you're going to start to see things, and you're going to start to perceive things differently. And you can either ignore the negative things, or you can allow and accept them, see them for what they are, see that they aren't you, and let them be. Stop giving them the power. Just choose to be who you are now. Okay. And don't lock people in your basement. And if you have people locked in your basement, please let them go. Okay. Oh, this is only day 3. Shit's gonna get weird. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, if you got anything from it, please like, comment, let me know below what resonated for you. Share this video, follow me, hit the notification bell. If you're on podcasts, give me a rating. I don't know. Do the things to help me grow this divinely aligned movement that I am here to be a channel of. And if this resonated with you, you are too in your own way. And I have a lot more coming. And maybe down below there's ways to work with me, but if not, no, they're coming soon. And yeah, I feel you. I see you. I love you. Okay. Bye, friends.